Yo, should be able to hear me now. Should be able to hear me, guys. Hope everyone's well. I'm just going to make sure the audio is all good. Yep, sounds all good. Welcome everyone. So my bias for today was bearish. So it looks like I was correct with my bias, which is good. Yo, Johnny, how you doing, man? Yo. So yeah, I'll get into why I was bearish in a second. I actually did record a YouTube video. So I was trying to do like a live where I think price is, and then trying to get a live setup for you guys. But there wasn't a setup for me personally. There's a little one, but I didn't take that one, and I should go through it with you as well. Yo, how you doing, man? KV, how you doing, bro? Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I was short, or my bias was short, and I'm happy that I was correct, and I'll go through it right now with you guys. Okay, so what I was looking for is I start on the 4 hour, and I usually ask yourself, where's price been? Like, where's it come from? So price is around this buy side here, okay? Around this buy side, pulled lower, and it's into this inefficiency here, okay? So has price respected the inefficiency? That's the first thing. Did price respect this inefficiency here? Yes, it has. Even though it's closed above, you get the low and the close. So of that candle that makes the fair value gap. Okay, and then look, the midpoint of that is still rejected it. So that fair value gap is still valid. So for me, that wasn't the closure above. If price closed above there, like I think it was yesterday's stream, that GU, I didn't really like GU, how the fact that price did close above the midpoint as well. That's why GU didn't really like, it was looking for short. Like GU looked like it was going to go short, but it didn't. So that's potentially why. But this one here, it did reject that nicely. So that's one. So we've had buy side here, fair value get rejected. So that's two reasons so far on the 4 hour. Let's go into the 1 hour. So 1 hour, we had a little bit of buy side here, been taken there. We had this candle here. You can go from there, that close, or the open, sorry, or you can go from there. So that's a bearish order block. Look how price is respecting it from the bodies. Okay, so look at that, price is wicking through there, respecting that there. So bearish order block, buy side's been taken here. That's two reasons for price to want to go lower on the hourly, three reasons on the 4 hour. So now, once we see multiple wicks here, so about 7 o'clock, that's when I was looking for the short setups, okay? So around 7 o'clock, so about here, this is where I've also got to get better as well. If we're looking here, price is literally just accumulating here. So accumulating price right here. There shouldn't be really a bearish order block right here. Like I want to see more of like a drop lower like this. So that sort of candle. If you see here, that's what I want to be looking for. So I want to see even like drop out of this accumulation, right? So I want to see something like drop out, and that's a bearish order block here that stands out nicely. So let's see how price reacted to this. Okay, so draw that cross. So this is what I'll be looking for a setup. I've got my narrative already on the high time frame. I know that price potentially wants to go down to here, and here. Okay, so that's the main draw liquidity right here. All this liquidity here. So let's see how price plays to this. I actually haven't properly taken a look at this. So what I'm looking for is when the price is in this area, I want to see a breaker and a fair value gap. Don't see one just yet. And I don't really get one. So you don't really get one here, which again, look at the time, 6:22. So it's not in a kill zone, which is expected for a little bit more sloppy price action. So that's a reason for me to not get in. And then the video that I'm going to post on YouTube, I was showing you about this one here, this bearish order block. But again, looking back at it now, it's just consolidating here. This shouldn't really be. You don't really see a proper change of state and delivery. If that makes sense for you guys, like an order block is a change of state and delivery. You want to see like price run up and change down, so it's changed its state. It wants to deliver to the opposite side. So now it's just been consolidating here. So I guess that's why it's not really I guess that's why it doesn't really plan out here. So if we draw from, where is it? Have this as a bearish order block, right? We've seen this is a bearish order block here. High, low, high, high, lower, low. Breaker, fair value gaps. Okay, so that's my actual setup here. This is the breaker. If this makes sense for you guys, let me know. Or if it doesn't make sense, let me know. But this is the breaker here. And this is the fair value gap. So this would be my entry. So everything ticks boxes, right? So on the higher time frame, I'm bearish. So like my bias is bearish for the session. There's a bearish order block on the 5 minute, and then price has made a high, a low, high, high, low, low. So it's ran out buy side, then tapped into a fair value gap. But the reason why this doesn't work is because on the 5 minute, is it an actual order block? It's not really, because it's consolidating. So that's something that I also need to learn. So I didn't actually take this, which is lucky because I would have been stopped out. So here, you would have seen buy side, sell side's been taken here, so it rejects it, takes sell side. Would you have moved stops to break even, or would you have taken partials? I probably would only take partials here once price takes lower there. But as you can see, as soon as price takes that sell side, you see the reaction here. So price was waiting for the news. So then as soon as the news comes out, then bang. So the sell side has been taken here. And the next draw liquidity is this red line here. So that's sell side at 740. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense how I got the bias to be short? Yo Manas, how you doing, bro? New to your channel, wanted to ask if you use Silver Bullet. I don't use Silver Bullet like personally. But if Silver Bullet comes in play on the in my strategy, then yeah, 100% use Silver Bullet. But I don't just trade the Silver Bullet. I trade like other things. But yeah, that consolidation here, I shouldn't really be looking for a bearish order block right here. If it's something like this is an order block here. So it runs up and then drops down. You can sort of see it takes buy side here. And that's you can sort of see the change of state and delivery here. It wants to deliver to the downside now. So if that came back up, then this would act as a bearish order block. Then it would drop lower. Yo, trade, how you doing, bro? Are there any of you guys in a trade? I was looking for the shorts today, but yeah, it hasn't got in just yet. Potentially, let's have a look on the hourly. Where could price want to go to? This sell side. Delete that now, and these liquidity down here. So if price is from this high down to this low, then there still could be a setup coming on. Yeah, Silver Bullet's definitely good. You just need to know the draw liquidity. So just find the draw liquidity in Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet is nice. But again, do whatever that you prefer, you know? So some people like trading order blocks, some people like trading fair value gaps. It's anyone's preference, really. Whatever you find easier. Yeah, nice. Yeah, just keep sticking to silver bullet. That's a good thing though. Stick to what you like, which is the silver bullet, and just learn the ins and outs of that. So you went long £1 at 450. Nice. That's the macro, isn't it? Let's have a look at that 450 then. Here, it'd be a 1 minute time frame entry. Right there, did you go long? Did you just stop below there or target there? Oh yeah, because obviously that prop fund like went bust, didn't it? Or they closed down, which is such a shame for you. I do feel sorry for you, bro. Yeah, nice. As long as you backed up everything, then dollar is back in the weekly opening gap. So here, buy side's been taken here, a little bit of an inefficiency right there, and then back into this weekly opening gap on the 1st of April. Sorry, the 1st of April, and look how it's going to respect it. So that's why it's always key to keep the weekly opening gaps, and also this daily opening gap here. This is from the 5th of June. Look on the 4-hour time frame. Look how price is respecting the midpoint of the daily opening gap on the 5th of June. So you've got what? Order block, BISI, daily opening gap. That's 4-5 reasons for price to want to run to then take out this buy side right here. Or even back into this weekly opening gap, which is first draw liquidity. Next draw liquidity would be the midpoint of this weekly opening gap, then this buy side here. So once you build that narrative, then you can also start building the narrative for Euro, and then just look for Euro setups for go short. So look at that there, runs up higher. The advanced ICT breaker. Right there, you're predicting that's going to be a breaker. Get in there to run lower. Because you knew you was going to look for shorts. Yo, Seth, how you doing, man? How to draw the new weekly opening gap. So, let's do today's, this week, sorry. So, see down here, if you look down here, it tells you the time. So, Friday, it closes at 4:30 p.m. This is New York time. Okay, so 4:30, and then it has that like strange candle here, and then it gaps up at 6 o'clock. So I draw from the close at 4:30. So that should be there. So close at 4:30, and then the open on Sunday at 6. So the close to the open, and then if price isn't trending, you should write this down if you guys want to. So if price hasn't got a trend for dollar, then it'd revert this as a drawn liquidity. So it always come back as a drawn liquidity here. So if price starts trading away from this, then we know dollar's bullish because it's trading away from this weekly opening gap. For me, for my target for the euro, I usually what I do is I go on like my hourly 4-hour. So for now, this is the next drawn liquidity, which has already been taken. So then it'd be this here, and then next would be this sell side down here. But always from the high to the draw, you want to be making sure you're selling in a premium. So now that target's already been hit here. The next would be these lows here. Look on the 4 hour. There's that little BISI here. There's that wick here, which could be another draw on liquidity. So the midpoint, wicks equals gaps. Okay, so gaps is a really strong draw on liquidity. So yeah, gaps do love to get filled. They just acts as a strong draw on liquidity. So wicks equals gaps. That's the main thing as well. If we look on, let's have a look on pound. Look at this wick here. Get the midpoint. Look here, respecting it. Then going lower. Runs buy side, back into this SIBI, bearish order block, but still rejects the wick, and then goes lower. Then look at this big wick here, midpoint, doesn't close below it. So then you got this sell side down here, and this little inefficiency here, which is this gap. So that could be another strong drawn liquidity. But yeah, I was happy. I'm gonna post that YouTube video. But yeah, I was happy that I did call the sell side. The only thing is by doing that, it's the same as like here. You say buy side's been taken here, and it pulls back and takes even more buy side. So there's not enough confirmation here for me to once price has taken this, there's no point of looking for shorts just yet, because there isn't anything that's telling me price is going to go short here. But when price has gone short here, there's more reasons for price to go short than up here from here, you know. So just be careful with the silver bullet. Only because you see buy side's been taken, it could still keep going up higher. On gold at 9 o'clock. Now I'll have a look at gold. So I'll start on the 4 hour. So straight away ask myself, where's gold been? What is it doing? So I see this BISI here, but it's quite far away from this. Potential bullish order block here, but it depends on where the drawn liquidity is. If the drawn liquidity is here, and then we draw from either this low or that low, then it would be in a discount. So that does count as a drawn. It does count as a bullish order block here because it's in a discount. That's all for now. There's a little BISI here, but it hasn't respected that. If we draw from the low to here, then this technically still is a bullish order block. So here. So tapped into bullish order block. It's gone to the 1 hour. Another hourly order block here. We've got this wick here. So it's bounced off the wick, bounced off the order block. Hasn't taken any sell side yet though. That's BISI here, but that was a while ago. So potentially still going to go up. And then if I'm going on the 5, then potentially draw this as a bullish order block here, something like that, and then look for like a 1 minute breaker, fair value gap, or however you enter. But it doesn't shout, like it doesn't scream that it's going to go up for me, you know. So I've seen midpoint of that BISI here, but that was a while ago. It'd been nice if there's a BISI here and then something like sell side taken, you know. But there's nothing telling me it's going short. That's what I'd say. There's nothing telling me going short, but there's not enough for me to want to go long, but I'd prefer the longs instead of short. So that's my bias on gold, if that makes sense to you guys. So we've had bullish order block, midpoint of the wick, look on the 4 hour, 4-hour order block here. Potentially price may want to get back into down here to then reject that. If it rejects that, then it'd be nice for it to go up higher. So it rejects the BISI. Chart of NASDAQ, yeah, of course. So this was from yesterday's opening gap. So look how price was respecting the midpoint here of that, and it has now filled the gap. When was that? I think it was it Fridays? I can't remember. But yeah, let's just delete that anyway. So look on the 4-hour. What's 4-hour done? So 4 hours tapped into this BISI here. Taking sell side. Okay, taking sell side minorly. Midpoint of this wick. Hasn't tapped into that yet though. Look on the hour. If this is the drawn liquidity up here, or this inefficiency right here. Okay, draw from the low, or you can draw from this low. I'll draw from that low to the draw. Let's just say that this is the draw here. Then this is a bullish order block here, and this is a bullish order block. So you can see that's rejected the bullish order block nicely, or respected even. So yeah, that's multiple reasons for price want to go up higher. I would say that actually the first draw liquidity would be here, with that buy side with this inefficiency. So that'd be the draw liquidity for me. I'll draw it from this low to that high. So at the minute it's still in a premium. So that's the only thing for me at the minute. It's in a premium, so you don't want to be buying it. You want to wait for it to drop into a discount, which it does here. Does it take out that sell side? It does, literally just to the T. So people who've longed this have now been taken out of the market, and then people potentially trying to short this have got their stops there. So price would probably like to target that with this buy side here and that inefficiency. So that's what I'd probably say for now. Hope that makes sense for you guys. Would I trade after a big move like this? For Euro, if this is the draw liquidity, then I would have to just make sure that price comes back into a discount, premium. So I'll just wait for price to come back into an equilibrium and then short it down. So yeah, don't want to try and just get in rushing it. I was trying to look at shorts here, but it just didn't allow me to. Does it tap into this? No, it doesn't tap into that. But if you get the open of this, taps into the T, I'm pretty sure. So we look up here, the open is 9057. The higher that is 9056. So literally just by one pipette, as you can see there, just misses that. If you trade silver bullet, price action is bearish today. Price come down and take sell side. You take bills along or not because against your direction. Yeah. So if I trade the silver bullet, I'd have to make sure the higher time frame for me, I have like the narrative to want to go short. So if this is my target for the day and price has already taken this before silver bullet, then just expect to have a choppy silver bullet session. Same thing. If this is your target for New York and London session already runs and takes it, just expect it for New York to be really choppy. But there are different ways. I'm just trading using the 4 hour, 1 hour, and then getting into these smaller time frame entries. But you can have you can have a silver bullet for targeting like 15-minute highs and stuff like that. But you just have to be careful that price doesn't reverse on you so easily. So you've got 10 minutes to the open for NASDAQ. So go on to regular trading hours. Price is closed here. So it looks like we'd be gapping up. So we're trading about round about here now. So yeah, here, price is gapped up at the minute. So potentially wants to come lower, take out sell side here, and then maybe potentially run that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll take my entries on the one. I'll just refine my entry and my stop. So yeah, 8 minutes till New York Open for the stock exchange. It may slow down now, start trading up a little bit like that to continue going lower, potentially. But yeah, the main thing is don't sell in a discount and don't buy in a premium. Like always sell in a premium, always buy in a discount. That's just the main things. Just increases your probability of winning if you do that. So, and then just the higher time frame narrative, you want to just be trading with your higher time frame narrative. You don't want to go against that. Let's take a look at Aussie dollar, trading lower. Potentially wants to come back into this. Maybe. But this is my overall target for now. So for what? Find the premium discount. So from this one here, where does just think to yourself, where does this push start to run to liquidity? This high here, right here. So this is the high that started the push, lower. So I'll just draw from this high to the draw liquidity, which would be here. And there we go. So you're just predicting that price, is going to come back into the equilibrium / premium and then sell short. And then, because I used to do this, something like this, draw like there to there. It's come into a discount here or premium. But then once price has already made the move, then I'll draw from like there to there. And I'm like, oh, price did run into the discount here, but you're just predicting it, so you know that it will come, it is in the discount there. So that's why I just draw from the top of the push to the draw, and then you can see where the premium is. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I do to find the premium discount. So yeah, look how pound, look at this wick, at the minute it's showing support. You're welcome, bro. ES is taking out these highs. NASDAQ hasn't just yet. So NASDAQ could be the sixth sister, the one that's lagging. So it may want to catch up to ES to take this out. So ES, there's a lot of liquidity here and that inefficiency here. Yeah, on FTMO. Yeah, trade funded account on FTMO. So sell side inefficiency here. So definitely, if anyone was short from there, there's some major partials to be taken. And there's 5 minutes till the New York Open. Choppy price action so far. You sort of just want to ignore this week, really. Look how price has slowed down at this weekly opening gap as well. So yeah, if anyone was long here, and you'd be targeting this, if you didn't have this weekly opening gap here, you wouldn't know whether to take partials because it could easily like pull down and retrace. I'm not too sure about it, to be honest. It is definitely a scary time. As you can see, so many prop firms are closing down. But with the prop firm I'm with, it's FTMO. They seem like they're pretty stable. They're hiring a lot, and they seem like they've got a lot of money backed. But yeah, it's definitely a scary time. So hopefully they can sort something out, make it more professional. But yeah, we just have to see. But the good thing is I have a trading strategy, trading system. So even if the prop firm doesn't work out, I just have to just slowly build up a live account. But with the prop firms, it just allows you to just rocket fuel and just have a big account straight away and start building up your capital. But yeah, it's definitely a scary time though. But FTMO seems like it's been there for the longest. So that's why I've started with FTMO. They seem really professional. So yeah. You can. I'm not sure about free, but I know there are some platforms I think that you just have to pay. Yeah, Top Step's really good. My Forex Funds, FTMO, yeah, they're all the main ones that I know. I mean, with FTMO, I've got a two-step authenticator, so that seems not. I don't know any others that have a two-step like verification to get into the account, which I don't. That just makes it more professional, I guess. But do you trade personal capital? I don't trade personal capital, but I want to start trading personal capital though. And how much is enough to trade on a personal account? Just literally just stick to the risk management is all. You can trade anything, $100. Just have risk management. 1,000, 3,000. It just slowly builds up. It's just maths. As long as you just keep the money in there, and you can just build your account up more and more. Nasdaq seems like it's running higher. Got 20 seconds for the open though, so let's just see. It may, at the open, run this higher and then drop lower. What do we say? Let's just see what it does here. So it's taking out this buy side here. Let's see if it runs lower to fill this gap. And the gap is here. So from the close there to wherever this from the yeah, close to the open. There's the gap here. How many years? How many years of practice and back testing and forward testing before buying a prop firm account? It depends what type of person you are and like how fast you can learn and how many years it takes you to be ready. Really, it's different, varies. According to me, probably like a year / 2 years of demo trading, and just having the exact same, like just knowing what to look for exactly each time. That's all I wanted to do. Like every time I was trading, I just didn't have the exact same setup each time. But now I've got like, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I know I know the setup. So if it's not there, then I'm not taking a trade. Then that's all I've wanted to have, and I've got it. So. How many years have you been trading for, Manas? Let's take a look at gold. Take a look at this visual that I pointed out. High, low, high, high, low, low. Fair value up here, breaker. Get the midpoint of the breaker. See if he wants to run that bar side. And then again, like I said in the last stream, buy side of the curve, or sell side of the curve, sorry. Buy side of the curve. This CB should then become an inversion, which it does. Here. So you want to start seeing the opposing PD arrays to start acting as like support / resistance, depending on what side you're looking at from. Okay, so you got, yeah, so a few months, you got quite a long journey ahead. But just the main thing is just take it slow, just watch all the ICT's videos, take loads of notes, and just start trying to tape read, which is like just watching price on the 1 minute time frame, how it reacts to each candle, and just take so many notes and stuff like that. Feeling insane after missing EU sell trades? I mean, it didn't give us an opportunity to get in, really. It really didn't. Like, for me personally, anyway. I mean, the only thing I saw was you just see pulls lower, run up higher. So this is the manipulation. Advanced ICT fair value gap, ICT breaker, and that's it there. And that's it. But other than that, it hasn't really allowed me to get into the market. Which is completely fine. So it's just like a bus. All it takes is 1 trade for the week, 2 trades for the week, and you'll be done. So there's NASDAQ. It's taken this buy side, tapped into the, is it a CB? Yeah, CB there. So next draw would be this wick here. Let's go into the 4 hour, see if there is, could be this 4 hour wick here then. yeah, that'll be the next draw so far. Let's go pound Aussie, have a look. So nothing really here on the 4 hour, let's go on the 1 hour. Again, look on the draw liquidity, where could it be? So it's already taken that there, so that'd be this. Draw it from potentially this low to the high. So these are all bullish order blocks. So there, propulsion block, which is a bullish order block on top of a bullish order block. But it hasn't really seen anything else apart from, so 1, 2, 3. There hasn't been any sell side taken or any BISI or anything like that. So let's see if he wants to get up here. Anyone trade GU? Let's have a look at pound yen. Let's go 4 again. So you've got this SIBI here, and just get the midpoint. Okay, so you've got the midpoint here. So this technically, the SIBI is still in play. Then go on to the 1 hour. You've got this SIBI here. That SIBI there with a bearish order block here, which is tapped into. Then equal lows here, equal lows, and then this looks like liquidity down here. So doesn't look like too appealing at the minute for each candle. But if that was a bearish order block here, then let's just change that color. Go into the 1. Nothing really. That'd be nice if it made so it made low, high, high. So this is a breaker now, but I would have liked it to tap into this 5-minute order block here. But nothing here. But yeah, that's how I quickly just find my bias. Take a look at gold again. See, gold's nicely reject, so bullish order block here, fair value gap here, bar side here, inversion fair value gap from this sell model from the buy. So keep it really simple. No, I don't trade everything. I only trade euro. I only trade euro, bro. I only trade euro, but there's a few people who ask me to like look at NASDAQ or look at gold and stuff like that. But right here would have been a setup here. So there's a high, there's a low, there's a high, a lower low. Once that gets taken here, then this becomes a breaker. Inside the break is a fair value gap. That's your entry right there. Gives you one more time to then run. And then here, this should become an inversion fair value gap. It's like a stepping stone. Midpoint. What's my strategy based on? The 4 hour hourly, and I just want to see multiple reasons why price wants to, like, is respecting the PD arrays, and then a clear drawn liquidity, and then go down to the lower time frame. So the 5 minute, find a bullish order block, bearish order block, and that has to be in a premium discount, and then the 1 minute time frame, find a breaker and a fair value gap. That's literally it. So literally same thing as here. So 5 minute, this is a bullish order block. Going to the 1 minute, we've seen the run lower, take out the low, high, breaker, fair value gap, entry to run, draw liquidity. Hourly, that'll be in the next draw liquidity here, 2,450. So this will be partials, and then that'll be my actual target on the higher time frame. Look how it's making, look how that's respected this as an inversion fair value gap. So it's like a stepping stone. So here, inversion fair value gap, stepping stone. Keep it really simple. This is all ICT taught in his YouTube. It's crazy how much it actually works. Sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve. These should act as opposing discount arrays. So look, boom, breaks and retests, retest there. Look at that. Climb higher. It works even more once price actually respects it like that, and then look at that. There, pulls a little bit lower to this bullish order block and to that fair value gap, climbs higher. But price didn't really respect this. Not that one either, but this one here, you can see the price is respecting it, so it's like a key fair value gap, and then pulls lower, pulls higher, acts as a support to climb higher. There's a really nice one on Euro, I think it was yesterday. Where is it? You'd have to just watch this stream. I can't remember exactly. But you can sort of see here, this is buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve here. So we've bought this up here, right? So this is a BISI, sell side of the curve. That should act as a resistance. So this BISI here should act as a CIBI. So it breaks below, acts as resistance there. Same thing with this one. That one there, resistance. So once you sort of learn that as well, it just gives you more confidence in holding your trade. Yeah, I think that's because you're learning so much at the minute. That was similar to me. I was putting so much into it. But once you find that strategy, then you can also start putting in other things. So have just a simple strategy, and then you can also just mix things in with other things, if that makes sense. Take a look at NASDAQ. So NASDAQ ran these highs, buy side, a little bit buy side here. Hasn't even tapped in there, so equal highs here. So that'd be another target for the future. And let me just get regular trade hours. Close to the open. Here, so this is the gap. There's a lot of sell side here, and it's the midpoint of the gap, so that could be a strong draw on liquidity. Well, there you go. Doesn't give you an entry here. But would have taken buy side, pulled lower, tap into that, and run. Take a look at ES. So ES is leading, sell side, sell side. You see NASDAQ is weak, ES is leading. Is ES going to catch up to NASDAQ, or is NASDAQ going to catch up to ES? That all depends on the higher time frame. Let me just delete that now. So what am I waiting for price for euro? Well, if euro wants to keep going higher, then potentially get something in there. However, it's already taken sell side here, filled this here, potential bullish order block. So it could actually reverse now. So not exactly now, but I mean, it's taken sell side here, it's tapped into this BISI and an order block. So if we could potentially see something in the next hour or so that it tells me I want to go higher, then we could see this buy side actually get taken. So that's why you just got to be careful. May create like a BISI or something like this, and then tomorrow, like London session, rejects the BISI, and then you can go higher, taking out that. Take a look at gold again. Gold is just storming through. NASDAQ taking sell side. Nearly filling the low of the gap. Which it has now. Could always get the midpoint of this, which would be there, which is tapped into it now. So ES can potentially start catching up to NASDAQ now and start running for this low, these lows here, and start closing off this gap. So 10 minutes to the silver bullet time. Any of you guys in a trade? Any of you guys looking for a trade? What was your bias for this morning for the dollar? Was you correct? Was you wrong? like just journal everything. Say, oh, was I bullish? Why was I bullish? Bearish? Why was I bearish? Was I right? And if I was wrong, then what other things can I look for me to then be right in the future? Look at pound. Look how it's respecting. Look at the bodies. The bodies tell the story. It's just respecting this wick. It tells you it doesn't want to go lower. Your bias is bearish for the dollar. Yeah, I mean, from my session for like New York, opening New York, I was bullish for dollar. But yeah, good turn around now. ES, look at that. You don't want to be trading when ES is going one way and Nasdaq's going the other way. So let's have a look at the Dow. Look at that. So the Dow is running up higher. Nasdaq is lagging. And then ES is running up higher. So Nasdaq could be the sixth sister. So you potentially want to look for a long setup to then want to run and take out this equal highs here. Something like that. Still on the 1 hour. So here, if you're looking at sell side of the curve to the buy side of the curve, this could potentially be an inversion fair value gap. So then want to just climb higher to that buy side here and these equal highs. Yo, Jan Van, how you doing, bro? EU, where is it? So I was short EU this morning, not in a trade, but my bias was short. And then targets with this liquidity pool here, that liquidity, and this CIBI, this BISI. So price already ran this lows here, so it's pretty much hit my targets. But at the minute, nothing is telling me it wants to go long. So potentially just either neutral or just continue lower for me personally. So it could just have a nice retracement or just do whatever it wants to do. What's your thoughts on it, bro? Looking at dollar. Dollars is tapped into the reclaiming gap, taking out this buy side. Potential bearish order block as well, and SIBI. So if you're looking at it, buy side, bearish order block, SIBI. So it could want to come lower. Where do they want to go lower? Well, 4 minutes left. May want to just start filling in this BISI here when it creates it, and then wants to go to the sell side here. So that means it'll push EU a little bit higher. So they'll create this SIBI here. It may want to just refill this SIBI. Yeah, potentially Trace went to sell, but don't forget it's already ran and taken out a lot of liquidity. So these were my targets for the whole day, potentially, and then obviously there's afternoon session which I don't trade, but for the morning session these were my targets. So it's already been hit. So price could just play around now until just another setup occurs. Don't think there's any more news. I'm just going to double check. No, there's not more news. So yeah, Nasdaq is very weak compared to ES. So you just want to make sure that you know if you're trading futures that everything's not lining up perfectly. So ES Dow's running, Nasdaq is the weakest. It's so messy now. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just got to be patient now. Like, price already ran to where I thought it was going to deliver to. I didn't even expect it to potentially get down there in the whole day. But it could continue lower down here. From the high to the low. What was price done? Just tap back into the equilibrium. So, could see pull lower, come back into this bearish order block, and then continue lower. Sell side's been taken here. These equal lows. So yeah, a minute left until the 10 AM. But I'm not going to expect anything really from Euro. Let's see, NASDAQ, see what else I do. I don't trade futures too much, to be fair, but I like looking at futures. It's good because in the future, no pun intended, in the future I do want to start trading NASDAQ and mostly NASDAQ. So potentially, with ES, it's had the wick here, the 4 hour rejected. We've had a 1 hour CB rejected. We've had buy side here taken. So we may want to see ES pull lower, ready to pull back into. We may want to start filling this opening gap. So I may want to start filling that opening gap from here. Yeah, so from there, gapped up, may want to start filling that, taking sell side here. It potentially may want to do that. Do you look at Euro futures? I did actually. SE, I think it's like, what is it called? Like FCU. F6 maybe. 6E, so. There you go, yeah, 6E. I guess it still looks choppy, but if you look at Euro, if you look at Euro like that, then you can sort of just get your entry. You can just get your entry on ES. On the futures, I guess that's something you could do. But I'm not sure if FTMO supports futures. I was having the conversation yesterday. ES is coming down slowly. Sell side here, midpoint of the gap, and then it'd be the low, or the midpoint of that wick, and then this low here. Don't think it's giving you much chance to get in. That looks like an immediate rebalance. Bearish order block here on the 1 minute time frame. So potentially, I'll be looking at something like this as a bearish order block. And I don't pay for the 15-second time frame or the second time frame, but I'm sure that on the 15-second time frame there potentially could be a breaker here for an entry. So 1 minute breaker, a 1 minute bearish order block, 15-second breaker entry, for then to run for the sell side and that sell side. So it could be something like that. If any of you guys have, do any of you guys pay for the second chart? It'd be interesting to see if there was a breaker here for an entry on that 1 minute bearish order block. NASDAQ through the floor. ES may want to catch up now. What's Dow doing? Dow is still fully flying. So the Dow is leading. don't really look at treasury bonds, to be fair. Sell side, fair value gap, order block, run higher, CB, buy side. So could have given you an indication that the treasury bond is going to go higher, which then should make dollar go lower. So that's how you can sort of tell using treasury bonds to then see where dollar wants to go to. Any of you guys looking at silver bullet? Right there, 10 AM, fair value gap, sell side, there, 10 AM silver bullet, boom. Yeah, no, there's nothing on E just yet. Potential silver bullet here. If price wants to come up, leave these equal lows. Come up there, take the low. That's been taken. So draw there. That's a draw liquidity. These candles here is inside the equilibrium / premium. So this does count as a bearish order block. So once price trades away from that, then you can see it come back into that potential entry to then want to trade lower. Make that color. Ooh. Hope you guys do enjoy the live sessions though. ES is now taking the sell side, so the next draw would be that long wick midpoint. Don't think it allowed at the minute for an entry. Immediate rebalance here. I mean, I'm sure there'd be a lot of 15 seconds entries to go for that short here. High, low, high, high, lower, low. What was that candle there? The breaker. from here to there. You can get the targets. Already tapped into the first target. This would be 1.5 here. So that'd be the first target that's low, then that 1.5 standard deviations. So yeah. See what gold's done. Gold's just pulling back a little bit. I think gonna go lower on euro. Yeah, potentially go lower. I mean, at the minute, there's nothing telling me it wants to go up. So it's either gonna just go sideways or continue lower. If it wants to go up, I want to see maybe like one more thing, because we have seen sell side taken here, sell side taken, BISI there, order block. So there's a few reasons why price can actually want to run up this high. But I just want to see one more like confirmation or something like that for it to want to go higher. But at the minute, it's just going to either continue to go low or sideways. Looking at dollar, again, same thing with dollar. We've seen buy side here, we've seen this bearish order block, and we've seen the weekly opening gap get rejected. So we can still see dollar want to pull back, but nothing too much is telling me that dollar wants to come lower. So that's why I just got to be patient for it. So you can either just start trading lower to this draw liquidity here, or I just do nothing and just wait for tomorrow, just before New York. Then I'll just build my narrative for that, and then look for the setups where my bias is what my bias is telling me. So it's that simple. That's what I do. For New York, or before I start trading, I want to just build myself a narrative of where I think price is going to, like what bias I am on that session. Where does price want to go to? And then look for setups on like the lower time frames. And that's literally it. So my bias was short today. It's already taken most of my targets that I would have done. So there's not really too much point for me to get in. But let's just see if there is a setup. So bearish order block here. To see if there's a setup involved in this purpley pink box. What's that there? Fair value gap. So if anyone trades a silver bullet, sell side, sell side. Just gonna move that for now. Look at that 4-hour BISI as well, just gotta be careful there. look on here, high, low, high, high, lower, low, breaker, fair value gap. Yeah, this is just where it comes with experience of just knowing potentially price is just going to go sideways now, because these are my original targets. It's already been taken. This is just like a further target that I didn't really expect price to go down, so there's no point in just trying to get back in when price could potentially just want to reverse now. That doesn't mean to go long, it just means just be patient and just wait for price to just tell you more on the higher time frame. Let's see how it respects, if it respects this though, which would be a silver bullet. With this breaker as well. So now in the next like 1 to 2 candles, I want to see it start trading away from that. If it doesn't, then this probably isn't going to work out. It's probably going to trade higher. So those are the like indications I want to be looking for. I want to see as soon as it tags in, I want to see like an immediate reaction that the algorithm's kicking in and you're sort of like on the right side of the market. So next 1 or 2 candles, I want to see it. I want to start seeing some big down close candles. If not, then it's probably going to start trading higher and just either play around or potentially just start taking this out. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Right, with that reaction here, I want to see the next candle like follow through and just start trading away from this order block. Maybe one more time to tap back into the fair value gap, allow you to have one more opportunity to sell, and then fall lower. Those are the things that I want to just be looking for. To be fair, we're looking at the other side of the market. So let's just delete this and delete this. So yeah, for me to trade, I have to be just one-sided. But if we're looking at both sides of the market here, so like I explained here, so we've had sell side taken, BISI respected here. Okay, BISI respected, bullish order block, 4 hour BISI potentially respected. Still got 2.5 hours though. so that doesn't count as a respected order block, respected BIST on the 4 hour. But that's 1, 2, 3 reasons for price to want to bounce. Where could price go to? Here. So it may still want to go to this midpoint. So if we're looking for the midpoint there, then you draw it from this low to the draw. What's this here? Bullish order block. Delete that. So this bullish order block, mean threshold, nicely rejected. Go into the 1 minute to see an entry. Let's have a look. Low, high, lower, low. And now it's just making the high, high here. So made a high, high, so this is a breaker. And potentially if it wants to tap back into that, then we may want to see a run into that. So once you, because there's two ways for price want to go to, it's like sort of 50-50, then that just means it's just low probability for me. And that's why it's just good just to stay out of the market here, in my opinion. So here it comes back down into the fair value gap here. So it's tapped back into the breaker. Let's see how that reacts. So let's see if he wants to run to this buy side or to this midpoint here. So I could be wrong, and it just means that price is like 50-50. You're not one-sided, so that's why you should stay out of the market anyway. So if I can view both sides on the market, so order block here, fair value gap, breaker. So to be fair, I do favour more buy side and for it to run back into here. Yeah, this is definitely not a trading setup or a signal. Just want to see if it wants to run this buy side, see if it wants to climb back up into this. It may just want to just move around slowly because price has already made a lot of movement to the downside. But let me just delete this for now. If we're looking at sell side of the curve, the buy side of the curve, then this here has been respected here. So let's see if this respects this. Let's make that orange. So sort of like a rock climber. It wants to start climbing up to here, then it'll start using these as like rocks to just move up easier, if that makes sense. Just going to delete that quickly. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean that's as long as you've got the right drawn liquidity. So if you've got the right drawn liquidity, it works so nicely. But as you can tell, it seems like it still wants to go lower. So that's why it's just key to sort of know that price has already made the low, so we're going to expect a big run up. Not really. So that's why it's just always good to just sit out and just watch what the market does. So let's just remove this, make it a little bit more clearer for you guys. So if price has actually rejected this as a bearish order block. So here, as I was saying before, mean threshold, just close it above a little bit. I guess if you get the bodies, depending on what type of thing, but I would have done the wick. So there's a high, low, high, high, low, low, breaker here, fair value gap. So if it wants to run lower, then that could be a potential entry. But again, like I said, I was both sides of the market for 50-50. So once you know that, once your like brain can't, like it's not one-sided, then it's 100% best to just stay neutral. Like watch the market, just sit out, don't trade, because you'd end up just probably losing 9 times out of 10. If you can't see that as one-sided, like here was one-sided, there's nothing telling me that price wanted to go up higher. But here, potentially wants to, from bounce on here, sell side, it potentially could still bounce, but it'd just be maybe tomorrow, or then tomorrow could set up with more reasons for it to want to go lower. So if that makes sense. So if you're seeing it high, low, high, high, low, low, you can also shape that as a breaker here with a fair value gap. Look at USD CAD, let's have a look. Check out the 4 hour first. So if it's running up higher, it's already ran back into this. So it's already ran back into that. It looks like it was rejecting the midpoint. What does that mean? It means come lower. So it hasn't got enough momentum at the minute. It's still got 2 hours 30 minutes, so it still could close above there. If it does, then we can see the higher that get taken and this imbalance here. Look on the 1 hour. Sell side's been taken here. From the low to the draw, which if it wants to keep going, then I'll say the top is the draw here. And then this is a bullish order block. So we've had sell side, bullish order block. What was on the 4 hour? 4 hour BISI here. So if it wants to get up above here. So it wants to take out these buy side. And then wants to get up to the high of that CIBI. Then this is in a discount, so anywhere else here you would want to look out for long. So it'd be this down close candle here. Don't really see too much. I mean, low, high, low, low, high, high, breaker, that fair value gap here. But I don't like the fact that the breaker is also making the order block. So there isn't anything too clear for me here. but potentially you may want to run low, high, breaker, run up higher. But it just depends on what sort of person you want to, how you trade anyway, how you enter the market. But yeah, 100%. The main, like, such a key thing is to learn to sit on your hands. Like, knowing when to trade is one of the most important things as well. Like, knowing when the market is on your side. It's like being really like low resistant liquidity runs. It's in high probability. That's when you want to be trading. Like here, I could have easily wanted to go long here, get stopped out. Then I'll be like, okay, maybe it's going short, go short, get stopped out. Like, that's when it's 50-50. You're gambling, basically. You're just trading patterns. And they could easily just be 2-3% down in just one day. And then I could have just simply just waited. Yeah, 100%. Like, being patient is such a key thing in trading. Take a look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq sideways. ES went to the midpoint. Now it's at the top. Gold. Taking out the high, next draw there. I mean, that was a nice run for gold. So. But yeah, imagine trying to trade this at the minute. It's just chomping at you. You're just going to be getting annoyed being in this sort of trade. You want to be in this trade. Like, boom, straight down to the liquidity, not just chomping on the sideways here. But you see here, high, low, high, high, low, low, breaker, fair value gap. So we may now start seeing a run for this. Other than that, then I'll just be done for the day. Bearish order block, breaker. So if it doesn't run now, then I'll just be done for the day. And you guys taking a trade on any pair? Let me know, or you don't have to let me know, but hopefully it's working out well. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Leave a like and subscribe, and give some feedback to see if the streams are any good. Nice, nice, bro, with the gold long. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I was looking for the short, like I said, just didn't allow me the entry. So but yeah, imagine trying to be in this trade, just so choppy. With gold, look at this, as soon as it taps into your entry here, drops one more time to this fair value gap and this order block, and then just runs straight to the buy side. That's what sort of trade you want to be. So entry just runs, not like chomping for like an hour. On the 5-minute time frame for gold, inversion fair value gap. Inversion fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, Euro can be really good though, that's the thing. You just have to be really patient with it. So it's, for me, it's the easiest because I look at the DXY, which is the dollar index, and it reacts really nicely with that. So you can sort of see if it's like going together. If you can clearly see dollar wants to go down and you can clearly see euro wants to go up, then it's like a nice back-to-back confluence for price is in your favor. But yeah, gold, that looked quite nice for gold, but again, gold is quite difficult for me. I don't really look at gold. But yeah, euro is just the one that I've been trading. But again, we have days like this. Like euro is also like this. It's just such a pain. But there also are really good days for euro. But knowing sort of when euro is going to be like this, and I sort of knew this because my daily targets was these lows, that low, and this. It's already been hit, so I don't see price potentially getting down here. Maybe in the afternoon session. But yeah, we can start seeing it play around, and we can sort of see it's playing around for now. Maybe just waiting for the afternoon session. But yeah. You think the highs will be taken out for euro or for dollar? For gold, sorry. First draw will be this low. And then it'll be this. So if we draw from the high to the low, get the targets, that could be the next draw as well. So high, low, high, high, lower, low, breaker, fair value gap, tapped into that there. So I may want to start trading to this target here, 1.5, sell side 2. So these are the like targets you can sort of start taking partials on. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream soon, guys. Nothing too much happening. For me, I just favour the sell side for euro now. Which I originally did have that, and then I did change. So once, if you start thinking like another side, if I start thinking, oh, it's going to go maybe buy side, maybe sell side, that means it's 50-50. The market isn't one-sided, so you should just step out of the market. Just don't even, shouldn't really be looking at the charts, because that's when you just start thinking everything. So you should just have a one-sided bias, and then once you've got that, then go into the lower time frames. But I've enjoyed the stream, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream as well. You're welcome, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it for you guys, all you guys who like chat in the group chat, in the text. I appreciate everyone who interacts and stuff like that. And even if you don't interact, thank you for just tuning in and just chilling with me and just watching price together, trying to master the market together, you know. Some days going to be some choppy days, other days it's going to be nice one-sided, cut like butter, like a hot knife through butter, easily just melts through, and that's what you want to be waiting for price. One time, take a look at gold. Pound is falling. See if there's a setup for pound. Let's have a look. So 5 minute. Well, first go to the 1 hour. And where's the draw liquidity? So it'll be that low here, and this inefficiency. So from the high to the low, premium discount. Look on the 5 minute. So these two candles here, you can sort of tell. Look, you can see the price is running up, and then bang, you can sort of see it's changed. You can see it's changed itself. So it's from there, it's changed its state in delivery. It wants to deliver to the sell side. So this is an order block, and then go to the 1 minute. This is literally just my setup anyway. You guys can just enter however you want to enter. So go into the 1 minute. a high, low, high, high, lower, low, no entry really. Yeah, there's no entry unfortunately. Not how I trade anyway. Yeah, there's no entry. But it looks like targets are this. There. There. And there, because people have tried to buy this and they've just been moving their stops. So that's where the market's going to start targeting. Same with euro, a little bit of liquidity there and liquidity down here. So that's what the market's going to target. It's already hit this negative standing 1 deviation. So next target will be down there, these lows. I would say best advice for backtesting. I did a bit of backtesting, but I haven't done like the most. I just literally forward tested. Like I literally spent like a whole year of literally just tape reading and stuff like that. But I'll just say, I think there's a website where you can like do back testing, but like as you're trading it, sort of thing. What's her name? I think Hannah Forex. Hannah Forex. I think she's done like a video ages ago on it. So look that up. I'm not 100% sure, but if I do find out, I'll send it in the Discord. But there is a website where you can back test and like sort of put your trades in and stuff like that as in like real life. But that's what I'll do. Your live trades are better than in back testing. That's good then. That's better. The only thing with back testing is, yeah, FX replay maybe. There you go. Yeah, it might be FX replay. I'm not too sure. But the thing with back testing is for me on TradingView, you can't look at the dollar, you can't look at the pounds, you can't see how they're doing, because it could be a day where euro's melting, but pound is going up, dollar's going up, or like dollar's going down or whatever. You want them three to be in play together to be a low resistance liquidity run. You'd be flying through what news days. There might not be any news on that day, so if there's no news, it's going to be really choppy and stuff like that. So you could be trading on the CPI day where price is more manipulated. So that's the only thing with back testing. With forward testing, you know exactly, like you're seeing it there and then. You're getting used to what price is doing, like how slow this is. Like with back testing, you could go like that in 10 seconds and then you see it come lower. But with us, we've just seen this grinding and grinding. Like, but yeah, I think forward testing is so much better, in my opinion anyway. Yeah, nice. I mean, yeah, 100% up back tested and stuff like that. Good thing about testing, you can just back test the pattern sort of thing. So you don't have to have like the narrative. So you can just literally, if you can just, I can even draw out the pattern for you. So you want to see there, 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 and then breaker, and inside this breaker has to be a fair value gap, and then just wait for price to get inside that, and then it'll go lower. So that's literally my setup right there. So, and then you can also draw from there to there to get the targets. So from that run, because this is the manipulation, on that run, you can then get the targets, and then you can just literally keep fly through loads of price action and just look for that pattern. So then you're used to the pattern, and then you just have to build the narrative on why price wants to go that way on the higher time frame, and then you've got your entry pattern. You just need to build yourself like how to find the drawn liquidity, and then yeah, you got yourself a strategy. Nice, mate, nice. Hopefully it goes well, the trial on the FTMO. So if we went short here, where would have been my entry? My entry would have been at the low. Stops, you could either put your stops there, above the high, or you could put it above that high, depending. And then first target would be there, so 1.5. And then second target would be here, which is 2.7. And then final target, depending, would be potentially if you wanted to get inside this BISI here, the next target would be that low, and then the final target would be there. So you should only have a little bit of partials left. But yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%, yeah. Just reading just the market condition, knowing if the market is in a good state to trade is such a key thing as well. So it's a good thing to write down. If your daily targets, so that like the drawn liquidity, if that's been taken in the London session, just expect New York to be choppy. You know? Our targets would have been taken. What happened now? Choppiness. So just harder market conditions, easier to get taken out of the market, easier to think that price is going to go up and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I appreciate all you guys tuning in and sticking with me. I've enjoyed it, proper enjoyed it. Maybe I'll be live tomorrow. Like today, I was making sure that I was gonna do a trade first, and then go live. But as that news came out and it ran to my targets already, I knew that I probably weren't gonna trade, so that's why I went live. And then I'm also got a YouTube video, me explaining why I was going short, or why my bias was short, and then what actually happened. So yeah, stay tuned for that as well. I appreciate you guys. I'll be on the Discord if you need anything. If you've got any questions or anything like that, let me know. Text me in the Discord. I'll always be happy to answer that. And yeah, maybe live tomorrow. Again, like I said, depends on if there's an actual trade for me personally. Then I'll make sure that I'm trading first. But after I'm done trading, then I'd put my time and effort into you guys. So yeah, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Be safe.